you've got the longest serving, biggest guy on the tour, just ripping that big rail game to pieces.
Straight off the buzzer, Jordy Smith.
Oh my gosh.
An 18-year veteran lets out a roar. Your champion of the Surf City El Salvador Pro.
Wouldn't that be something special if we saw Jordy finally get that world title?
He's more focused and seeing more clear than ever. He realizes, yeah, I could still beat everybody on tour.
As a father, you want to show my son, keep believing in yourself, never say die. South Africa, let's go!
The best in the West, Jordy Smith. You're going to the Lexus WSL Finals.
Oh, come on.
And he knows he's got to be great on this one. Grabs the rail, has to readjust, pulls up and under, comes out.
That is in the judging criteria. I was having a look this morning. And let's say that wasn't easy. Kind of almost got a balance there. This is that moment. Spit first, Jordy second. If I even rewind to last year, and I was thinking about those big scores coming through last year with Gabby Medina and a few other guys on that finals day. You know, it was definitely moments where they were coming out after that spit. Kind of just gives a real demonstration of just how deep these guys are getting on these waves. You can see that little redirect there from Jordy, pulls that rail up high just to get up underneath that lick, make sure the board is fine. But right here, he's on that foam ball. Look at this spit. Yeah, he is riding that thing like a bull.
Yeah.
It is crazy.
How cool is that? Jordy hanging on, knowing that seating's on the line, coming back in a big way against Teva Tyrone.
Oh, Jordy, you came piling up to the boat, yelled, I knew I could do it. What's up with you in these wild card heats?
Oh, mayday, bro. Woo! I'm fucking just stoked, bro. I just told myself, I know you could do this, Jordan. And, yeah, I just believed in myself all the way.
9-5, one of the highest single wave scores of this entire event. And did you get the news that you clinched your spot in the final five?
Hey, now we're having fun, boy.
Tell me what
Now we're having fun.
What were you thinking before that heat started?
Actually, Duma got on the call with me and he just started talking to me. He was like telling me a bunch of things and yeah, just everything that I needed to hear, just to fucking get out of my own way and go for it.
It's working. 9-5, highest single wave score yet. Big Bruce on a roll. Let's go, Jordy.
Thanks. Stoked.
This wave, the results haven't always matched how good he's gotten out here, but look at this. During that catch-up, he got drained at backdoor.
That is such a fun wave at backdoor. Some waves at backdoor are sketchy and kind of gnarly on the end, but that one was just perfect, nice and wide open. Jordy did a good job getting super deep, so he took his time paddling and then got really drained. Beautiful. This is what Jordy's known for. He's a big guy. I think he's about, is he 6'2"?
Probably significantly below par for a surfer like him. 5-5 on this right-hander. Here we go. There's Jordy Smith swinging into action here. Just a couple of lazy paddles. Pretty easy to get on this thing and get up and going. Using that whitewater section to bank off and just make a little bit of room to snap. So a couple of those now. Tube section will present itself. Will stuff himself in. He's got a big, big frame. He does well to make it compact and at the same time just to keep driving. There's a pump and he'll get the Superman. So completely dismounts, grabs both rails, both feet off the board. Couple of hits, something completely different. Haven't seen one of those complete so far in this event. Now he's on the gas. He'll need to go complete here. Big ramp section, massive alley-oop to the roof. Smith in full flow, snaps out the tail, and he'll belt this again. Jordy Smith in a little bit of a situation. What a way to respond.
Wow, that was true veteran style, just so composed.
Good.
And I just...
Lights it up, and oh my goodness, Jordy Smith special is unloading around the corner, leans into a lean back down carve under the lip. He will dance inside the pit at Punta Roca. And now Jordy lays down that front side carve, driving into another clean hook. Smith sets up a nice re-entry off the top, easily gets out in front and kicks out as it races down the line without him.
All right, first wave for Jordy Smith. Hammers it at the start, gets around the section. Big carving turn right there. Spray flying 50 feet. Another. Mixing up his turns down the line. Another big arcing whip for Jordy Smith. You could tell he is using every bit of his power with every turn he's thrown.
This is exactly
nicely
what
done. That's how you
Done.
answer back.
That's exactly what he needs to do. He cannot try and match his velocity with Italo. He can match power, and he can actually make things look much bigger than Italo does because he has a way bigger frame and he's on his front side. So that's going to help him open up on the wall, and that's exactly what he did on that wave.
Hydropupusas. Business is about to go down. This is Punta Roca pugilism at its finest. Holyfield v. Tyson, two power brokers going blow for blow. Straight off the buzzer, Jordy Smith drops a hammer.
Decision time. Joel doesn't have priority. It will be Jordy taking it off him here. Second maneuver, a big blast there with the fan still flying. Big gouge there on the open face for the South African. Nice, easy paced wrap. But look at all the speed he's still carrying all the way to the inside. He'll just throw a little bit of a jam there as he's trying to tidy up the final maneuver. Hits it over the top. And
yeah, you're right there. That wave of chunky is going to go beyond the 5.5 even. It's going to go up to the 6.17. So this makes the requirement that much more, Rick.
Conditions looking nice and clean. Live action. Jordy racing down the line. There's a solid combo from the big South African who hammers the final section. Does well to stay on his feet. Pumps the fist. We got a heat on our hands.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Here we go.
With Chianca and Smith going at it, and both have an excellent score on the board already. Jordy tucking into the barrel, locked in. He'll come out. Drives out on the open face. Gets some release in the tail. Really clicking here at Burleigh Heads on a Friday afternoon, and he'll get a big finish as well. And a flex. You think he still wants it. You know he does.
Really in vogue through this event. Jordy pumping down the line here, starts to work up for something, takes to the air, gets the little slob grab. So it's really getting into fashion, these slob grab airs, and Jordy goes for the spin right at the end as well. Geez, he did so well to even maintain enough speed to ride out of that.
We just have to remember that that guy is so good at surfing, and definitely the home for JS surfboards.
Jordy Smith locking into a big wall. Second wave, and he lays down a searing cutback. Perfect flow off the bottom. Drills it off the top again. Third maneuver, he attacks the section again. Doesn't have to go early. He's attacking on both finishes, and when claims come out this early, it's a big sign for Jordy that he is in his happy place. Feeling the rhythm, how much he loves pro surfing, and he's just provided a healthy backup, or a healthy score to go with the 7.83.
Weighing up his options, and he's making his move, going after a 5.18 up into the first section. Again, goes to the layback. It's a nice hit and throws everything at the final section, stays on his feet, pumps the fist, and for good reason. Some real commitment there. And that should get him the score he needs to get back in front, but this heat isn't over. Still just 2 minutes remaining. Okay, Jordy Smith now looking to improve on a 5.33 to get back out in front. Bit of a trip, but cleaned it up nicely. Oh, a nice little layback forces another turn in there on the inside. These guys are giving it everything they can and not leaving any points.
So it'll be a mid-range score, live action.
Jordy, big flow, air under the board, gets out in front, drills the lip line. Nice pace for the big man, almost getting stuck. And then leaping over that dry rock, and he will spin his way out. Surfing every little bit of that wave till it stopped breaking on the bricks.
Rolling in, potentially, is Jordy getting started. Cole already has a 6.17. Here goes Smith. Clean rails to start. Setting up a nice big open face hook with the release. Nice drive off the bottom, drills the lip line. World number one lays it down with that big front side hook. Greases it again with another great throw variety down the stretch, putting some water to the sky, and just that paced rhythm from Jordy Smith.
Yeah, I
nice
think,
polished finishing move and rides away, Sean.
I think out of everyone on the tour, no one has that sort of effortless drive and acceleration out of the bottom turn. I mean, he's got a surge of speed, power.
And all of a sudden the heat starts and they try doing backflips and 10-foot airs. You know, your brain can almost explode as we look at Jordy Smith. One of the best ever to ride this wave. Starts off with the climb, trying to find that beautiful tempo, big arc, engaging the rail. Hits it off the lip. Nice easy pace to follow from the big man, and he'll line up this nice carve back into the pocket. Drives into another classic little carving section, and thinking about a big rooftop float covering so much ground, beating that section. Snaps off the lip line, winds up again, and a huge response. World number 1 flexing to this local crowd. Let's see if he goes for a wave very soon. Jordy Smith starting to paddle, and he knows he's got to be great on this one. Grabs the rail, has to readjust, pulls up and under, comes out after the spin.
Oh, there was a fair bit of turbulence in there as he was coming out with that spin. That was pretty cool.